All right, good morning. So, I actually had a pretty rough night last night. So right now it's like 6 a.m., maybe like 6:15 or something. But yeah, Overhill just got moving. I'm gonna catch up to him. But yeah, basically, yeah. So I said I was gonna camp in a wash, and I said like I'd check the forecast, and it probably wasn't gonna rain, and it actually did rain. Now it didn't like flood the wash or anything. It was a tiny, tiny bit of rain, and the forecast said 2% chance of rain. And the reason I checked it was because before I came down into the wash, I was looking on the horizon, and I could see like dark clouds, and that was like the direction the wind was coming from. And I was like, for sure, it looks like it's going to rain. And then when I checked the forecast from multiple sources, all of them basically said it wasn't going to rain, it would just be cloudy. And a few days ago when we were near Pi Town, something similar happened. Like it looked exactly like it was going to rain, but it didn't. So I figured, all right, whatever, it's not going to rain. But when I uh, when I cowboy camped, I like looked around and made sure, just in case it does rain, what do I do? Like where do I pitch a top? And yeah, anyway, so at like I don't know 11 p.m. or something, basically the whole time it had been super windy, and it's basically always windy in New Mexico, but usually it's windy until at the latest like 11 p.m. or like 10 p.m. or something, and then it just fully dies down. It gets really calm, and so we were kind of assuming that would happen, but given like those clouds on the horizon, I did wonder that like maybe something's about to happen. But yeah, it was crazy, crazy, crazy windy. Overhill couldn't sleep. He was in his tent, but his tent's just going crazy. He had to get out multiple times to like repitch it or to like put the pegs properly in the ground again. Um, but yeah, anyway, eventually, yeah, like 11 p.m. it started raining, and I was like, is it really gonna rain like properly, or is it just a couple drops? And yeah, it started to like get like legit rain. So I just quickly packed all my stuff up, grabbed the tarp, and went to go pitch it. And by the time I was like even starting to pitch it, the rain stopped. And I figured, I bet the rain is done like for the night, like that was it. And I barely got wet, like it was just like a sprinkle. But still, there's the risk. Like, is it gonna just like absolutely pour rain? So I was like, whatever, I'll just pitch the top. And it's like crazy wind, actually like gusts, So like it would stop for a bit and then just go boom, like crazy, crazy gusts. Anyway, so pitched the top, and I pitched it actually decently well. I can't show you because I took it down in the middle of the night as well. Because so basically, pitched it, went to sleep. It was crazy windy still, and the wind is just going mental with the top. Overhill says to me like, "Hey, can you actually sleep? Like this is insane. It's driving me crazy." Like, because his tent's flapping all over the place. He has to keep repegging it and all that. Um, so eventually, I just took my top down again, thinking like, "There's no way it's gonna rain again." And yeah, it didn't rain again. So took the top down, and then I slept pretty well. But by that point, it was well past midnight. I don't know. I probably didn't fall asleep until like 1 a.m. So yeah, rough night. We're both really tired, both just feeling like kind of just pissed off and annoyed. Like it was a rough night, but yeah, made it through. So I'll show you where I pitched it. So I pitched it right here, and this was really close to where I was cowboy camping. Basically, Overhill was in his tent like right here, and I was originally cowboy camping there. Um, and so I just quickly ran over to here. And basically, I don't carry tracking poles or like a stick or anything, so I have to figure out something to pitch the top. And I had noticed this earlier, but basically, I tied something here and like here, and basically I was just like tying ends of the top to these sticks or these shrubs, and then basically just had the top going like this sort of. So it was just completely a flat top, like just totally angled to like the wind was coming this way, like from over here, it's coming towards us. Um, so yeah, just had like this side of it completely tight to the ground, and it worked pretty well. It was, yeah, it was crazy windy, so it was flapping, but it never like none of the pegs came out and seemed all good. But yeah, strong gusts of wind. But yeah, I'm gonna get moving now. It's pretty much like 6:30 now. We were originally hoping to be moving like more like an hour earlier than this, like 5:30. But we woke up and we just thought like we need to lie in a little bit because we didn't really sleep that much, and like, you know, I think we were probably both thinking, I mean, I was definitely thinking like I needed to sleep well tonight, or last night, just because we had such a big day the day before and then a pretty big day yesterday, and just needed some rest, needed to recover the body, but no opportunity really, so just got to keep moving. Probably do kind of a big day today as well, just so that we can get to Cuba at a reasonable time. But yeah, first water is like 11 miles from here, and I'll probably see Overhill there because he's already left 20 minutes ago, so he's probably way ahead of me. And this place is actually really beautiful. Last night the views were really cool. I kind of wished I hadn't got to the wash before the sun had gone down, because would have captured those views a bit better from when I was up above. But yeah, it's really cool down here. Looks like someone left some water out for us. That's really nice. I was expecting it to be about 11 miles to water, and I probably would have pretty much run out, but yeah, awesome. Definitely going to fill up here. Also, I noticed it's really hazy on the horizon. It's clearing up a little bit, but it's really hazy out there, and I don't think it's forest fire smoke. I actually think that it's dust or dirt from how windy it was, because it doesn't smell like fire, like the smoke, It actually you can tell in the air that it's dust. So it was just crazy, crazy windy, and I got blasted by dust as well, like dust, sand, dirt, just flying at me. It was pretty crazy. And I obviously had a suspicion that it could have rained last night, and I still went into the wash, and that was because, well, I really just didn't think it would rain much, and it would have to rain a crazy amount to fill that wash, because there was a main kind of riverbed in the middle of the wash, and we were off to the side a bit higher up. It was really wide. I mean, you'd have to have legit insane massive monsoon to fill that, so there was no chance. But also I wanted to be in the wash because the wind was just so crazy, even in the wash. But before we went into the wash, the wind was a lot stronger. So, and the wind picked up at night. So I just can't imagine how windy it would have been anywhere else other than down in that wash, because it was definitely still funneling through the middle of the wash. But yeah, anything above would have been absolutely torturous with the wind. So yeah, I'm actually pretty happy that we went down there. Alright, so I made it to this water cache. It was only 11 miles to get here, but it took me a long time. You know, I'm actually feeling pretty rough today. I mean, my spirits are high, mentally I'm doing well, but I'm just genuinely so exhausted, and I think, you know, it's a combination of doing a lot of miles the past couple days, but mainly just like not getting any sleep last night. I mean, you know, I got some sleep, but man, it was rough and it was kind of stressful, which I think affected me a bit. You know, just like lying there for so long thinking, oh, like, is that a drop of rain? Is it gonna rain? Is it gonna rain? And like lying there for like almost an hour until it actually started raining. And then as soon as I packed up, it like stopped raining. Man, it was just like an annoying night. But like, I guess, you know, if you try and cowboy camp all the time, eventually that happens. So, because I've cowboy camped every single night in New Mexico so far, and cowboy camping just means not setting up a shelter. But anyway, yeah, just exhausted, like just really just mentally. Well, mentally I'm like feeling like spirits are high and all that, like I'm feeling fine, but just feeling so tired and like easily could sleep, but I kind of just want to keep going so that I can get to Cuba at a reasonable time tomorrow. And Overhill is ahead of me. But yeah, stopped at this cache for at least 45 minutes, drinking a lot of water. Had some caffeine actually, which will help. Have this thing called Mio. This is it. Has like B12 in it or something maybe as well. Yeah, anyway, has some caffeine and adds some flavour to your water. It's kind of nice. I only really use it if I really feel like I need to. But also had some electrolytes. I have these packets which I got at the Toaster House in Pie Town, which are lots of vitamin C, and then I think they also have B12 and some other vitamins, and then they have all your electrolytes, so like potassium, magnesium, sodium, whatever. So, and it's orange flavored, so I add that to the water as well. So yeah, electrolytes, caffeine, drank a lot of water, ate some food. I had some Idahoan mashed potatoes, the garlic mashed potatoes, and some pepperoni, and some other snacks like some cookies and whatever. Anyway, so kind of rambling at this point, but just going to pack up in a minute and keep moving. I want to do at least another 15 miles today. That's definitely what Overhill's doing, and he's ahead of me, so I don't know, just see how it goes. It's not necessary to get super far. Right now I'm about 30 miles away from Cuba, but it would be nice if I can get fairly close so that tomorrow morning I can get there in the morning and have like a full day there. But yeah, we'll see. Just feeling, this is the most tired I've ever felt so far on the CDT. So it's been a really nice day today. In terms of scenery, it's been so beautiful. It's made me really appreciate the beauty of New Mexico. You know, New Mexico is a really cool state, and I'm coming towards the end of it. You know, probably only have like another 4 or 5 days, maybe 4 days in New Mexico, and it's been really cool down here. I've really liked it, and today was really awesome, like all the rock formations. And yeah, it's weird to think that most people, pretty much everyone I met, except for Overhill and Wingnut, have been just skipping up to Colorado. You know, from Grant, so going straight up to Colorado. So when I was in the hostel, there was at least a dozen people there, all making plans to go straight up to Colorado. And there I was, just thinking like, wow, I got this crazy road walk ahead of me. But I'm really glad I did it. You know, like the road walk was awesome. Obviously the paved road wasn't great, but once I got on the dirt road, it was beautiful. And this stretch of trail, I just can't believe people are missing it. It's so sad. Like, it's been such a cool stretch of trail. But it also makes me sad to think, you know, I'm going to be missing the trail where it's closed for Santa Fe and Carson National Forest, which is after Cuba. And I'm sure that's a really beautiful place. Maybe I'll come back someday, but also, you know, maybe I'll get some nice scenic dirt roads on the way up to Colorado anyway, so we'll see. But it's probably, yeah, only after Cuba, another like 3 or 4 days to Colorado. So anyway, been really tired today. Probably rambling a bit just because I feel a bit out of it, but I did take a nap at one point and that was nice. But yeah, Overhill is still ahead of me. I've just been so tired, like with the lack of sleep. I don't do well with lack of sleep. So anyway, gonna get to a water source, a spring, pretty soon in a few miles, but it's about to get dark. So I'll have to do a little bit of night hiking. Then I'll camp there, and tomorrow I'll just have about 15 miles to get into Cuba. So my plan is to get up really early so I can get in, you know, early morning, and maybe get breakfast with Overhill. Maybe we'll split the cost of a hotel or something. We'll see. Anyway, it's been a nice day, except for just being really tired, but I've been enjoying the views. So yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow.